What is your take about Tesla's stock nowadays exchanging at around 120 bucks for each offer? The main EV organization stock arrived at a record-breaking low, while many are turning out to be progressively worried about their possessions. Others stay hopeful about Tesla stock's future. You certainly would have no desire to miss this data. Tesla encountered its reasonable portion of headwinds and road obstructions in the beyond a while. In spite of this, numerous financial backers stay bullish on Tesla, saying that the organization is flourishing and is probably going to keep on thriving later on. A previous Tesla representative who saw firsthand the way in which the organization capabilities at a fantastically high speed shared a few hypotheses as. Per him, Tesla stock may very well get to 1,000 to 000 bucks. Joe Equity is the pioneer and chief of Wikispeed. He likewise worked light-footed at Tesla from Tesla's Fremont, California worldwide central command. Joe makes money by counseling universally on spry equipment and company rebuilding, bringing global organizations expanded return on capital. He is a TED.com speaker as well as a visitor teacher at MIT and Oxford College, both known as unmistakable scholarly foundations that said one can have confidence that Equity knows enough and is a specialist on everything that he says to the general population. As a matter of fact, he has been referred to in excess of 8 business softcover books and hardcovers. In a meeting, Joe Equity shared a few bits of knowledge about his visit at the main EV organization. He likewise gave gross expectations to the brand in view of some insider data. He even uncovered how the main EV organization figures out how to keep up with and support the development, right? And make it higher. That said, how did Tesla succeed so a lot? And will it keep on doing as such as per Joe Equity? The mystery is adjusting to the DEF procedure, which is a style of venture the board that partitions an undertaking into various stages. This assists by requiring continuous commitment with partners while guaranteeing consistent improvement at each stage. How accomplishes this cycle work once the work starts? The group will spun through the cycles of arranging, executing, and surveying, basically, as opposed to following a straight cycle. Each group will go this way, and that through the different creation steps. Joe Equity said that Lithe is the briefest, dependable emphasis cycle, which works by repeating once and afterward reevaluating the methodology for the following week. The previous Tesla worker said that the organization and its kin have the aspiration to have approach due records where they basically approach it and ought to have a rundown of things that should be achieved, and they can consequently comprehend the cycle with which it must be done. Stroll up gives off an impression of being the least complex yet most splendid idea, since one essentially needs to stroll up and rapidly yet obviously comprehend inside brief time. Frame how they can assist with envisioning how much time that can be saved through the cycle rather than extended and exhausting gatherings. This is a fun, imaginative, and useful approach to cooperating as a group this cycle works on things and ensures that efficiency levels are high, as well as observing whether everybody is complying with the organization's rules and techniques. Additionally, in the event that any tests are to be finished, they can be finished by self-coordinated groups. There are likewise AI stacks that can quantify and conclude whether a commitment was gainful to the organization. Joe Equity said that every one of the commitments are estimated by a computerized framework that checks out, since it can remove all the puff while smoothing out just the most fundamental subtleties which make the work interaction more effective and the organization climate better. All in all, Equity likewise said that the second a representative changes to manufacturing plant mode, they can approach the whole testing suites for every vehicle. He further expressed that individuals have the opportunity to make changes and advancements primarily in light of the fact that every vehicle will, in any case, go through robotized testing. This is a direct result of Tesla's low thorough testing and customary creation of fractional testing. Suite is utilized once per 1,000 vehicles, and full testing is just finished after the yearly plan of another model. Anyway, this mechanized test suite should comply with a few very amazing severe rules. At this point, Tesla is prepared to give it a shot with its suspension and different parts of the vehicle, and assuming this is so, the completely computerized test will confirm the form quality, continuously guaranteeing it stays elite. Anyway, this fluctuates from one vehicle to another with the creation cycle. To the side, Tesla becomes dexterous by expanding the worth of individuals, and subsequently they can accomplish quicker results while keeping up with a similar quality or significantly higher. The Tesla stock originally showed up on the NASDAQ Securities Exchange in June 2010. Simultaneously, the organization had a tremendous contribution. Steamed at 2 billion bucks anyway. On the absolute first day of exchanging, the stock cost rose by just about 40%, quitting for the day percent, raising a little more than 226 million bucks, making the organization esteemed at 2 billion bucks. That said offering was the principal first sale of stock by an American financial backer since Portage appeared in 1956. The essential market was then very excited about the stock, dissimilar to the optional market, who was not exactly dazzled, trust unbeknownst to general society at the time. Tesla had a few worries about its drawn-out endurance. They had an exceptionally restricted working history, long history of misfortunes, monetary difficulties, capricious shopper request, expensive battery innovation, and rivalry from customary automakers were a portion of the reasons for worry. Regardless of such worries, Tesla actually figured out how to get around 895 billion bucks in market cost, which for its industry is a precarious ascent. It will all check out, however, viewing a Tesla as a tech organization, particularly with the manner in which they adjusted the coordinated strategy. Joe Equity shared that Tesla keeps a decent workspace. He made sense of that. The principal impetus for such striking development for the organization is the 12-hour moves and regard for individuals they are working with. They are additionally continuously gaining from one another, and honorably versatile groups in a climate where their work and its relating goals could radically change from one hour to another. Joe Equity likewise shared that Tesla isn't by any stretch of the imagination about qualifications, which is something extraordinary. As per him, he said the Tesla president Elon Musk couldn't care less on the off chance that he moved on from secondary everyday schedule, since there is dependably a convincing business reasoning for dismissing it. After all, people are very strong animals. In 2016, Musk declared his arrangements of changing plants once like clockwork, which will assist with accomplishing 10x improved efficiency in 10 years. Quick forward to 2020, Musk said that streamlining a processing plant's design and tasks could upgrade speed by up to multiple times. This is by all accounts going very well for the firm, particularly while taking a gander at its inner corporate deftness, forceful ability to trade, and ability to battle fires with accuracy. Takes them a couple of moments to Zimmersteel in 100, 000 individuals on any issue that emerges. Auto specialists say that every part of the vehicle is produced by many Tesla creation calls, and that every one of them is satisfactory concerning quality, yet they are repeating and endeavoring to learn and enhance every phone's parts quality, and result Tesla consistently presents new advancements like dry cell batteries, gigapress, and new composites to permit emotional plant creation and speed upgrades, which bode for a more promising time to come for the organization today, while Tesla stock encounters a descending pattern. Tesla bulls and bears have varying sentiments. In the bull case, Jeremy Bowman accepts that Tesla is as yet the unmistakable EV pioneer. Tesla made the market for electric vehicles, yet rules it today in the US, while the organization will confront expanding contests from both heritage contenders and unadulterated play EV. Organizations like Rivian and Clear gathering it will require investment for those organizations to increase creation, meaning Tesla ought to keep on driving the EV market for a long time to come. As a matter of fact, during the initial 3/4 of 2022, 65% of the 525 000 electric vehicles enlisted. In the US, where Tesla's and it claimed 86% of the extravagance EV section runner-up in complete EV deals was passage, with only 7% at the end of the day. In spite of the hubbub over its arising contest, Tesla is still a wide margin in front of its rivals Tesla's Model Y and Model 3 were the made EVs in Europe through October of this current year, and the organization holds a huge presence in China, the world's biggest EV market, yet one in which purchasers will more often than not incline toward less expensive EVs. Tesla's history of execution and wide net revenues ought to likewise give financial backers certainty going ahead, as the organization turned in a working edge of 17.2% in the second from last quarter. The organization additionally expects to increment creation every year by 50 throughout the next few years. And on the off chance that it can accomplish that, financial backers ought to expect comparative development in income and benefits. Then again, Park Ted-Devotion's bear case for Tesla fixates on its costly valuation. Tesla stock is exchanging at a cost to profit proportion P of 42.66, a different higher than General Engine's GM 0.9%, Portage Engine Organization F0.44, and Toyota RTM 0.10. These are vehicle organizations with many years of involvement building and selling vehicles. It is quite significant. However, the Tesla sells just electric vehicles, while the others sell internal combustion and electric controlled vehicles. By and large, even specialists are torn about Tesla's future for certain worries, while others are hopeful buy into this feed for more.